2 Kings chapter 9. 2 Kings chapter 9. And look at verse 17. The Lord has just made Jehu king of Israel. Jezebel is about to be killed, and King Joram, who's publicly known as the king, is about to be killed also. So Joram didn't know if Jehu was coming with his army for the cause of peace or for some other cause. And so he set up watchmen to find out whether it was for peace or some other cause. And it says in verse 17, now a watchman stood on the tower in Jezreel. That's where Jezebel's at. And he saw the company of Jehu as he came and said, I see a company of men. And Joram said, get a horseman and send him to meet them and let him say, is it peace? So the horseman went to meet him and said, thus says the king, is it peace? And Jehu said, what have you to do with peace? Turn around and follow me. Wicked men and weak, effeminate men, like the churchmen, wicked men like the magistrates of our day, the majority of them, and weak men like the bulk of churchmen in our day, love to talk about peace. And what I love about Jehu is he's having none of it. He knows what wicked dogs Jezebel's priests are. He knows what wicked dog Jezebel is and what Joram is. He knows they're all evil, wicked dogs. And so he responds when he's asked, is it peace? And says, what have you to do with peace? He knows they're all about evil. They only want to talk about peace for their own advantage, to once again dupe people. So he says, turn around and follow me. So the watchman reported, saying, the messenger went to them, but is not coming back. That's probably not a good sign. Then he sent out a second horseman who came to them and said, thus says the king, is it peace? And Jehu answered, what have you to do with peace? Turn around and follow me. So the watchman reported, saying, he went up to them and is not coming back. And the driving is like the driving of Jehu, the son of Nimshi, for he drives furiously. So at this point, they're figuring out this probably doesn't have anything to do with peace. Then Joram said, make ready, and his chariot was made ready. Then Joram, king of Israel, and Ahaziah, king of Judah, went out, each in his chariot. And they went out to meet Jehu and met him on the property of Naboth, the Jezreelite. Now it happened when Joram saw Jehu that he said, is it peace, Jehu? So he answered, what peace, as long as the harlotries of your mother Jezebel and her witchcraft are so many? That's how Christian people talk. That's how people who love Christ talk. Remember what it says in the book of Psalms? You who love the Lord hate evil. I see virtually no hatred of evil from Christian people. I see accommodation, appeasement, justification, compromise. Through and through is what I see. The better translation here of what Jehu said to Joram is, what peace should there be as long as the whoredoms of your mother Jezebel and her witchcrafts are so great? When there's evil in the land, there should not be peace. And those who tell you peace, peace when there is no peace are the phony prophets that were condemned by God himself of old. This is how Christian men think and speak. What peace? They understand the evil. They understand the nature of wicked men. They understand their duty in the sight of God. They understand their duty regarding their office.